Right, following the last video where I talked about the work hard model, work hard and get a reward model is not working anymore, then what the company should be doing. First of all, this is an empty room, so it may be a little bit of echo. It may have a little bit of echo. And the second thing is my cat is actually playing, so you can hear some of the noise from the toy. Right, so these are some of the parts that is not so perfect for the video, but the content is about what the company can do since promoting working hard is not working anymore. This is based on what I think is the most matching to the current demand. I'm not discussing about the practicability. Practicability, I don't think I am at the position to actually discuss for it because I'm not in the commercial, I'm not working outside. So I will not be able to advise, I will not be able to advise about the practicability, but I will try my best to give you some idea on whether it is practical to have all these options. Now, the first thing that the company can do is, I would suggest to give a chance to the youngsters, not only youngsters, to the employees, a chance to earn a second degree. When it is called second degree, some company may say, I already have this opportunity, I already have this program, they can earn the second degree. Now, the second degree that I mentioned is not related to the current expertise that the person is having. Like for example, if the person is expert in accounting and finance, the second degree is nothing related to accounting and finance and nothing related to the business at all. For example, the second degree can be psychology. The second degree can be content creator. The second degree can be public speaking and even to become a trainer, a public trainer. It may be a degree. I mean, you may call it as a degree. You may also call it as a certificate. No matter how, what I want to mention is a second expertise for them to gain, right? We may allocate about 20% of the working time, allowing them to earn this so-called second degree or second certificate. Why is that so? What is the rationale I suggest this is because most of the time we also notice that people will have more than one interest. Now, even though the major degree is what they are interested about, like for example, that person is very interested in accounting, he or she can be very interested in accounting, but definitely they'll have some leisure activities that they are also interested in. Like for example, a person is very good in finance, but they are also very good in video games, let's say for example. So if we give employees a chance to study what they really like to study and what they miss out during the tertiary education, like for example, I wanted to go for psychology, but because I don't have science background, or I wanted to go for psychology, but because my parents say accounting is better, I mean has a better future or something like this, so I actually miss out studying psychology. So now if we'll give them a chance to do so, they might have more commitment, they might be more committed in this organization, and they might be more committed in their work as well, because if they are graduated from the so-called degree or from the certificate, you can actually provide them a role which is related to the certificate that they have gained. If you ask me, is it practical or is it necessary? I would say every company will need, I mean, don't say a psychologist. Psychologists can be quite professional. Let's talk about counselor, master in counselor. I would say every company will need a counselor. I mean, at least one. And the best is you have a team, because your employees may meet some mental disturbance. They may have some mental issues that they wish to talk to someone, and they wish to have someone to help them to analyze. So I would say having a counselor or a team of counselors in the company can be something that you can consider, and I would also feel it is a future trend, because the world is getting more and more stressful. So having a counselor is definitely good. Then how about other than counseling? Let's talk about digital marketing. If you allow them to gain a second degree or second certificate about digital marketing, won't you think it help your company? We will like to have our social media a presence, right, for every company. So if you have a team that can help you to do digital marketing, why is it not a good thing, right? So that's my first suggestion. And the second suggestion is company can allow the employees to have a certain time, like for example bi-weekly meeting. So it's like 2 weeks once you have a meeting, and the so-called meeting is not a formal meeting, is a sharing session by the employees on their leisure activities or on their hobbies, right? So it's nothing to do with the work. It's a sharing of their hobbies. For example, if you have employees very expert in playing video games, let them to share. They will be more willing to engage with other employees in the company. I would think so, because when you share something that you are really interested, that kind of chemical that happens, right, is a totally different case. So rather than you get everyone to work in a very dull environment, keep on working, why don't you get them to speak, to tell you something that they are really interested, and who knows, you may learn something from them. Not only video game, some employees, they may like to do fishing, for example. They may like some hobbies about bowling. They may like hobbies even for those who like who like to watch K-drama, K-pop or something like this. You can get them to share. There's an episode that they find it very difficult to forget, the unforgettable episode and something like this. So I would say this will actually make your employees to have a better rapport, and the chemical effect from sharing something that they are really interested will continue in their work. I would say like this, right? So not much time you need. You will think once every 2 weeks will be actually good enough, right? Then the third suggestion I have is 20% of the working calendar, during the working hour, 20% or 10 to 20% of the time can be blocked by that person. If, for example, if it is my calendar, I can block my calendar and stop everyone else to disturb me during the block time. So, for example, if let's say I work for 40 hours, so 10% of 40 hours is 4 hours. So every week I have 4 hours that I can block for whatever reason it is. It can be private reason, it can be disclosed reason, it can be private reason. But when I block, I am not being disturbed. So, for example, even if we have any meetings, even if we have any other things that's going on, that the time that I have blocked, I am entitled not to attend the meeting, right? So you may think that, how can this be? The meeting is already very difficult to be adjusted, need to suit everyone. But if you don't do this, if you allow your employees to block, right, they know the best when they need to take a rest. So if let's say your employees need a rest in between, they can block half an hour, and so on. So they can take proper rest before they go on to the next agenda. So the importance of doing this is you allow them a percentage of time to be blocked, is because everyone's needs for rest is different. Some people, they can work for the whole day, they just need to go off earlier. Some people, they work for 2 hours, they have to rest, and then work for 2 hours, they have to rest. So you allow your employees to adjust their rest time accordingly. And so-called rest time means no people can disturb, right? No people can disturb. Okay? So I think this is very important. Now, of course, you can say some meetings are urgent, but I would say reconsider the definition of urgent. What does it mean by urgent? Right? We have to reconsider. Commercial, a lot of people say there are a lot of things urgent. But I do believe that if we put in effort to actually adjust for it, we are able to adjust. Now, when the employee is resting and he or she never attend a meeting, doesn't mean he or she no need to do. It doesn't mean like this. There are some people, they can actually follow up the meeting better in writing rather than attending the meeting and get information overload. So different style of working should be permitted, right, in the workplace, and this is what we call neurodiversity as well. Then the fourth suggestion that I give is the real flexi hour. The real flexi hour, and with the KPI discussed and set between employees and the supervisor. This is also good for neurodiversity, where some people, when they work in office, especially for those who are having neurodivergence, like for example those with autism, those with ADHD, when they work in office, the office environment is actually very overloaded for them. People talking, people laughing, people shouting. Then you have machine running, the photostat machine, the sound of photostat machine, then the sound of aircon, too cold, too hot, different kind of things. So I would say the real flexi hour, which allowed the employees to go home to rest, and at the same time working, of course. It's not about resting and sleeping for the whole day. No, you allow employees to go home to have a better environment to continue doing their work, will greatly enhance the efficiency. Why I mentioned just now with the KPI set is because you want to make sure, I understand, you want to make sure your employees are working. So you set KPI for them. This week, you have to achieve this and that. This month, you have to achieve this and that. So they can choose the way they work as long as they achieve whatever they are supposed to do. So that's what I call flexi hours, the real flexi hour. The fifth suggestion I have is about ESG. I'm not talking about the reporting of ESG, because reporting of ESG, everyone is talking about it. I don't think your employees are interested in reporting ESG, in the ESG report. I don't think so. I think the employees, especially the young generations, when they talk about ESG, they are interested to see the real thing. So if you can actually provide the employees to see the real thing, for example, you have a green building. Oh, you have a building that built up, some of the areas or the pathway in the building is built up by recycled material and so on. If you have all these real thing for them to see, I would say that may attract the future generation who are really concerned about the ESG. It is not about reporting. No matter how much you report, I never see the real thing, I don't feel attached, right? But if I see the real thing, oh, this is a green building, oh, this is like this, like that, and so on, then I will really feel like, oh yeah, I'm working with this kind of company, right? So that is my fifth suggestion. The sixth point that I would like to mention is, please cut your team building. I don't think team building is needed, because the employees who are fond of socializing, it means the employees who are so-called extrovert and they like to socialize, they will find their own chance to socialize. Those employees who do not like socialize, or you call it introverts, those introverts employees, if you have team building, you are forcing them to socialize, which is not really a good thing. Every single individual, every single individual has different behavior and characteristics. So it's good to respect them. If they need socialization, they will go and find their own socialization, and you can give, employer can give option, but not forceful. Not to force everyone coming and joining just by the name of team building, right? So please cut your team building. I do say that team building is actually not needed. You can actually save the budget. And last but not least, forget about unity. Don't talk about united for the company. No people want to be united for the company in any way. I just want to work and get the money. That's it, right? So forget about unity. Don't promote unity. Don't ask your employee to be loyal and united. Just maintain a relationship where I get benefit from you and you get benefit from me. That is the most direct and clear-cut relationship, and everything will be clearly defined and clearly clarified under this clear-cut relationship. Now, the suggestion may sound very harsh in the sense that why are you promoting this thing, employees and employers not having good relationship? I think we also need to relook at the definition of relationship. Relationship doesn't mean good relationship only. There are different kind of relationship, and I think there's no point to force people to maintain the good relationship by having good, kind of respond to other people. I don't think it is needed. Everyone lives in different ways, so we just need to respect each other. right? So these are some of the thoughts that I have. Again, I'm not talking about practicability, right? Practicability is another issue, but based on what I understand from the demand of maybe the current employees, or maybe you can say it's my own understanding on my own demand, maybe I would say this 7 point can be something that we can work on in future. I would say like this. What I confirm is the previous model is no longer is slowly getting not working, right? It's slowly getting not working, and it will slowly turn to not having return at all, no ROI at all. So we need to move forward with a new way, right? Every day the world is changing.